And welcome back to Canton High School. A little different angle here to start things off as we come back with Reagan Reed from the victorious Illini West Chargers. Reagan, I had you for 6 kills, 6 service points, and ace. Not a bad outing for a regional semifinal.
No.
You guys come in as the number 2 seed in the sectional complex, sub-sectional complex.
Yeah.
Let me get that right. I'm sorry. Obviously, one game at a time. Everybody starts 0-0, but
yes,
I know
correct.
you guys have your eyes set on a run here, don't you?
Yes, we do.
You guys, I've seen you guys a lot. I haven't got to talk to you guys at all, but I've seen you guys a lot this year. You're so deep. But the thing that some people that maybe don't notice is last year you set and played left.
Yes.
You moved to middle this year.
Yes.
How's that been?
Well, at first it was a struggle for me from, those are 2 different positions for me. And, the middle, you have to block each position, and you always have to be moving for the middle. So it's also a lot of moving and, more conditioning for me. But honestly, I love it. It's perfect.
You get a little more angles, both
Yes,
direction, right?
yes.
And you get quicks. How do you like the quicks?
I love them.
The quicks are a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing setting is probably fun for you when you have Madeline
Yes.
and Josie that you get to set the ball to when you're setting,
that
right?
is also really fun, yeah.
So what do you like best, hitting or setting?
Well, I really like hitting because you just, let all your anger out on it. So I like hitting, but setting is also really fun, too, because if you set someone up and they smash it, there's no better feeling than that.
So you live vicariously through the person hitting when
Yeah,
you're setting, but
that's
you're the
fun.
person doing the
Yeah.
living when you're hitting, right? So you guys, the number 2 seed, Quincy Notre Dame,
Yes.
if you can go down the line, is there
Yes.
waiting for you. A very good team
Yes.
as well. They hit the ball a ton also.
Yes.
Are you ready for that?
Oh, yeah, I am ready for that game.
You're ready for that
Yes.
game. Have you seen them this year?
Yes, we've played them. We played in 3.
You
Yes.
played them to 3, huh?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, Quincy Notre Dame's a lot of fun.
Yes, they
if
are.
I can follow you guys along, I hope I get to see that one.
Okay.
All right. That's Reagan Reed talking to us for a few minutes. I'll let you go over and sit with your friend. Hey, they all left you. That's not very nice. Reagan Reed talking to us for a few minutes there as we get ready to go with the Tremont Peoria Notre Dame contest now. As BJ Stone back under the headset here. BJ, that was kind of impromptu, but it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I think the kids always they get a little nervous when you put them on for the first or second time when they get interviewed, but then after you do it a couple of times, then they're asking you. I followed the Lewistown girls on a long run through state basketball a couple of years ago, and they were fighting each other to see who got to be interviewed next. So they're just a crazy bunch anyway in Lewistown.
In this game, that again.
Dwayne, I was down at court level and getting some pronunciations for you. And Tremont, the smaller school here, they've got a decided height advantage in this one, Dwayne. They've got a couple of 6'3", 6'4" players legitimate, and we'll see how they handle Notre Dame here early. The only common foe that the coaches thought they had was IVC throughout the season. Notre Dame, of course, in the Big 12 plays the schools from Bloomington and Normal and Champaign and Danville. They did dip into the Mid-Illini and play Metamora a few times.
Metamora is very good this year,
yes,
right?
and their coach, Patty Mingus, said that actually affected their seeding a little bit because they took a lot of losses against the Metamoras and the Dunlaps of the world. And she said it was a good experience for us, though, to get those matches in.
So we'll look at the starters here real quick for this one. Unofficially, the Aiden Maloney. She's a middle hitter. The libero is Ella Dahlquist. Number 2. And then we'll have number 5, a middle hitter, is Emma Schomburg. Number 6, Addison Bellamy, is a setter. Kate Cassidy, number 9, is an outside hitter. Samantha Lard, number 13, is a right side outside hitter. And Mava Holden is an outside hitter. She'll wear number 15. That is for Notre Dame Irish. Did I?
Yeah, got them all. Bam.
Right off the top. We'll see if I can do the same thing here. Tremont, the Turks. Audrey Parn is number 1. She's a junior. She is the libero. Then we'll have Callie Whitcomb. Is it Whitcomb or Whitcomb? Whitcomb. Number 4. Number 10 is Emma Schweigert. Number 14, Emma Whitcomb. Number 18, Cameron Rhodes. Number 21, Lily Kloss. And number 23, Hannah Dennis.
And the Tremont Turks listed all their players in the program from freshmen on up. And for your edification there, Mr. Hulett, number 2 is the last player dressed on that list. Everybody else below that we don't have to worry about. They're from the JV.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that. I would much rather have this
Yes.
than not, but technically you can only have 15 players on a postseason roster.
Yeah, they put them all down there for.
I mean, only 15 can dress. You can put as many
Right,
on there,
right.
I suppose, but here's the serve. Peoria Notre Dame with the serve. A jousting little exhibition at the line. Outside on the attack is number 10, Emma Schweigert. And a kill for Peoria and Notre Dame's number 9, Kate Cassidy, her first. And it's a point. Is that number 5 back there, I believe, isn't it?
Yep, a 6.
No, 6. Number 6.
And obviously,
Addison Bellamy.
both teams in white. Peoria Notre Dame
I
on
didn't
your
update
right.
the scoreboard. I apologize, folks. Let me do that.
Peoria Notre Dame on your right has the blue numbers with green trim. Tremont, the Turks, are maroon numbers with some black and silver trim on their uniforms. Both obviously wearing the white jerseys. You couldn't do this in basketball, but you could do it in volleyball. The Turks.
What
drop
number was
one
that?
up short
Number
for a
18?
point. Yep, beautiful play.
Cameron Rhodes with the kill and the side out. So I just about have the scoreboard updated, folks. I apologize.
Lily Kloss with the serve deep to the libero. Outside left hit, handled.
Tied at 1-1, by the way.
But they could not control it at the net. Elizabeth Dries made a nice, looking at the wrong team. Callie Whitcomb made a nice dig, but it falls shy at the net. Point Notre Dame. Irish lead 2-1.
And I got it. I'm caught up. A little slow, but I got there. I was too busy talking, not enough working. And a hitting error by the senior, Emma Schweigert. And it's 3-1 as that back at the service line is now number 5, right?
Yep.
That is number 5, Emma Schomburg. She gets her first service point. The setter is number 21, Lily Kloss. And again, the kill for number 18, that is Cameron Rhodes, her second, and another side out. It's 3-2 Peoria Notre Dame. Early in this one, back to serve for the Turks. Number 3 is Savannah Jost. Set, middle, attack, dug by Jost. That's going to be a free ball sent across by Whitcomb of the Cali variety. Blocked at the net on the attack by number 13, Samantha Lahr. Now it's going to be pushed across again. Jost is there. Back set, number 14 on the attacks, Emma Whitcomb. It's going to be bumped back across. Now it's going to go far side to Callie Whitcomb. It's dug. A double hit is called, and a point for Jost.
Knots us up at 3. And a good rally right there.
It was a very good rally. Jost dug up in the back row by the libero Dahlquist, and they call a lift, and another point. Well, I had it. I thought I had it correct. I'm going to have to fix it. I didn't get the Turks saved. Jost gets another point, so we'll fix that real quick. A rotation violation. Jost gets her third point. 5-3.
Coach Mingus talking to our officials. Once again, they have flipped from the last match. Joe Thompson is now up. Tina Thomas working the sideline down in front of the benches. Our linesman this evening, Shelly Merritt on the far side. Jay Shepler on the near side. Jay calls that one out.
Service error. 5-4. Serve goes back to the Irish. Into the front row is Aiden Maloney. Into the back row to serve, I believe, number 15, Mava Holden.
Jump serve from Mava.
Middle, it goes on the attack by Rhodes. That's going to be a free ball sent across by the Irish. The setter, number 21, is Kloss, and then a block up front.
That's actually Sophia Wolbeck on the serve who gets the point.
What's her number, 12?
12.
I'm sorry, thank you.
Numbers are small, and we have bad eyes, folks. We're older.
The number on the back, if we can get them to turn around, we can see them real well, as long as their hair isn't in the way.
Yeah.
And another block. That's 2 in a row by Maloney.
Getting some help from Mava Holden at the net.
Wolbeck, Sophia Wolbeck. A let serve and an ace for Wolbeck, and those folks are just not fair.
Just like she planned it.
I contend that those should not be allowed. I will go to my deathbed saying let serves should not be allowed. It's 7-5.
Chris Everett Lloyd agrees with you.
Yes. Back set. Out. The attack by Emma Whitcomb. And it's 8-5 Irish here early in this one. The lower seed here against the number 3 Tremont Turks is having their way early in this first set. Outside again on the attack. It's punched up and punched over. Getting it over is number 15 Mava Holden. And into the net. A net violation. It's 9-5.
Notre Dame with a good run right here on the service of Sophia Wolbeck.
Sophia Wolbeck's got 4 in a row, including an ace.
It's the pink shoes.
Is that what it is? It might be. That's short. You just
and then I
jinxed
jinxed her.
That's why you never talk about the serve. Nothing worse than the announcer's jigs.
That's like me with free throws.
I hear you.
Same exact thing.
Audrey Parn going back to serve now. The libero, she is a junior for the Turks, trying to get her team rallied back into this. 9-6 they trail in set number 1. Back set, tipped across. It's dug up. Out it goes to Whitcomb. And in the net, violation by the Irish. I believe it was on number, well, they said 3, but I don't think that was right. Nonetheless, Parn's going to get the service point. Set near side on the attack is Holden. Pushed across, Holden's there. Bump set back out to Holden. She's going to punch it across. She gets it. Set quick, pushed up and over as the set wasn't where the hitter wanted it to be. On the attack and down. That is Samantha Lard on the kill.
So,
and a side out.
What is the official name of the little foul poles on the net?
Depends on who you ask. I call them something different every time.
Do you?
Up
foul
post,
pole
foul
acceptable?
pole, out pole, in pole.
Now, if it hits the pole and goes in, is the point
If
in
it
or
hits
out?
the pole, it's out.
So then it's
Period.
an out pole.
It is an out pole. It's an out pole no matter what. There's an attack and a kill for the Turks. If you're watching us, folks, not a whole lot of you watching as we didn't really let you know we were going to be here too much. But if you're here and you're watching, tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We'd greatly appreciate it. There's the set by number 3, Maddie Gibson, who's in the game. And there's another block. It's not a kill block, but might as well have been, as they are flat getting after it. Peoria Notre Dame right now. And back to serve is going to be Katie Brook. That does not look like Brooke.
That's why I like the pronunciation. It's easier to say than what it looks like.
Yeah, that ain't no kidding. Brooke bumped across there by Cassidy. So we hit across, dug up, and now a free ball sent across. Set far side. Hit across by Cassidy. She'll get the kill. Her second.
Obviously, Dwayne, when they throw the big high sets up, that gives the hitter time to get their timing, but also gives the block time to get over. Do you like the quick sets if they can pull them off?
Oh, quick are so much fun to watch, but there's a dump by the setter, number 14, Emma Whitcomb. She'll get the kill. Her first and a side out. And Peoria Notre Dame is now up by 3, 12-9 over the Turks at Tremont. Back to serve is number 4, Callie Whitcomb.
High
Trouble.
off the shoulder.
They're able to go get it. Parn is there. Middle it goes. Off the block and down it goes on the attack by Emma Schweigert. She gets her first kill. Actually, that's her second kill. And it's 12-10. The point goes to Callie Whitcomb. She'll go back to serve it up again.
Ooh.
Cassidy, and that's going to be a free ball. No, Cassidy's going to go up and attack, and it's blocked, and it's put back over again. Back set comes, and a big block by Kate Cassidy. She gets her first real block, and a side out to the Irish. And back to serve is the libero, Ellen Dahlquist, the senior for Peoria Notre Dame. 13-10, Peoria Notre Dame with the lead. Short serve, Parn is there. Outside, it goes to Schweigert, and Schweigert is going to go outside the out pole, and it's a hitting error and a point for Dahlquist and the Irish. 14-10 now, the underdogs with the lead. Schweigert goes down to get it. Quick set in the middle, was attacked by Whitcomb. Now Cassidy, up and down it goes.
I think
Kate Cassidy gets her third kill, and a timeout charged to the Turks as the Peoria Notre Dame Irish lead 15-10. And you said a noted height advantage, but judging by the blocks and the hitting right now, you wouldn't have guessed it if you didn't see it.
No, I think Tremont probably a little bit surprised at the leaping ability and the setting ability. Notre Dame is setting the ball well at this point, and they're getting themselves – the hitters are getting into good positions.
Yeah, it's as Dr. Taylor Onion likes to tell me when we're doing Western games, it's offense is all about the pass. And if you get out of system on the initial serve receive, it's really hard to score points. And Peoria Notre Dame's done a pretty good job of staying in system, and even when they haven't, they've had some success taking care of the volleyball. So it's 15-10, and the Irish have forced the Turks to a timeout.
Dr. Onion was part of the what would you call it, entourage that went to New Mexico State to open the football season, and 7 or 8 of us went out to dinner before the football game on Friday night, found a very nice, authentic Mexican place to eat. I think she had the spiciest plate of all of us.
She is very knowledgeable about the game of volleyball, played at the University of Illinois, first year as an employee at Western. It's good to have her on our volleyball broadcast that we've started doing recently. And there's Cassidy again with the attack, and the kill is Emma Schweigert. Couldn't get out of the way of that one. And, folks, Kate Cassidy's the real deal, at least right now, hitting from outside on the left side. And that's a second or third point for Dahlquist, and it's 16-10. Parn struggles with that one. They're going to have a chance to get Schweigert with it across for a free ball. And there's out of the system, but they still make something happen. Free ball, deep. Dahlquist is there. We set quick to Cassidy. It's blocked back. It's blocked back again. That wasn't Cassidy, actually. It was Schomburg. And finally, it's going to be a side out for the Turks.
Good job at the net by 10, Emma Schweigert right there, to continue to battle and not give up on that jousting situation they had going on.
Back to serve for the Turks, number 8. No, number 6. Can't read her number. Abby Busnitz or Busenitz? Busenitz. Schweigert, bump set, back to Schweigert. And, oh, what a dig up by Schomburg. Cassidy again with the attack. It's dug back there by Whitcomb. Pushed across. Cassidy, dug by Schweigert. Now Schweigert's going to send a free ball across. Big time block right there in the middle. Number 18, Cameron Rhodes gets the block. And it is a point for the Turks and number 6, Abby Busenitz.
I can see it shaping up to be a big battle right in the middle of the court between Rhodes, number 18 for Tremont, and Cassidy, number 9 of Notre Dame.
Yeah, and also number 5 for Notre Dame, Emma Schomburg. Back right side on the attack, and again, Rhodes
and that was
Schweigert with the block.
You know, you talk about the Notre Dame Irish. We were up in North Dakota State, Fargo, last week.
Right.
And they brought in a wide receiver named Finn Diggins. How Irish was that?
About as Irish as it gets. Outside, pushed across by number 11, Millie Jennington. Off the block, dug one arm by Cassidy. Back to Cassidy it comes by Schomburg, and Cassidy hits it long and out.
Wow, she wound up big on that one.
She did wind up big, but wound up a little too big, and Bushnell is going to get another point, and timeout charged to Peoria Notre Dame as the Turks have cut the lead to 2. It was 6. We'll take a break as well, and we'll be back after a word from Western Illinois University.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to Canton High School IHSA Class 2A Regional Semifinal number 2. The winner of this one gets a very good Illini West team on Thursday night here at Canton High School. Back to serve one more time is Abby Bushnell. Near side Cassidy on the attack. It's dug up and overpass. Cassidy there again. Quick set middle to Schomburg. Dug up. Outside. Pushed across. Blocked back down by Schomburg. She'll get the block.
Timed it perfectly.
And the point for her squad, and more importantly, the side out that had been struggling to get to. Once again, if you're watching and hanging with us, tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Into the game for Notre Dame, number 13, Samantha Lard. Back to serve.
Addison Bellamy, number 6 on the serve.
Number 6, Addison Bellamy. Thank you. Schweigert pushes it across. Bellamy comes up to set to Cassidy. Blocked and down. Is that Cassidy? It was Cassidy.
A very, very
a 5th kill.
Hard hit, good contact.
Addison Bellamy gets her 2nd service point. An overpass. Bellamy. And that's Schomburg with the kill, abusing the block.
And right now, for Tremont, Rhodes being careful not to be into the net, and that's 2 straight block attempts that have gone straight down on her side of the net.
You got to get your hands out and over the net a little bit. That's short and into the net. A service error by Bellamy gives the serve back to the Turks. And back to serve will be number 21, Lily Klaus. She is a junior for the Turks with her team down by 4. Trying to serve one up here. Off of Dahlquist, the libero. Punched across, dug up by Whitcomb. Back row attack, and
ran into each other.
Whitcomb cut right in front of, going up to hit it was Emma Whitcomb, I believe, was trying to hit it.
Callie was trying to hit it.
Okay, Callie was trying to hit it. Emma, I got the 2 4s and 14s mixed up. Couldn't tell which one was which. It's 20-15. Cassidy back serving. She gets the dig right there. To the net, to the wall it comes, or to the bleachers, I should say. Rhodes gets the kill. Side out.
That was a needed point for the Turks, and now they can get back to their designated server, serving specialist Savannah Jost.
Jost had 3 service points in her first rotation through.
That floater, right? Not a knuckleball.
That's right. Tipped across. Somebody was in the net. Outside on the attack and the kill. Callie Whitcomb gets her first kill. And the point for Jost.
In case you're wondering, Emma Whitcomb is a senior, Callie a junior. They are double Whitcombed.
Middle, Rhodes blocked. Schomburg has been huge in the middle, and her 2nd block. And it's 21-17. And to serve number 12, Sophia Wolbeck. She had 4 service points, including an ace in her first time through the serving order. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for if you are on. Even if you're a Chargers fan. An overpass, and Ned Eckert likes to say you feed the bear, and the bear was hungry. Mava Holden gets the kill, and Wolbeck gets her 5th service point. And Parn sends that one into the bleachers, an ace for Wolbeck.
Wolbeck could close it out here if she can match her last run. She had 4 points the first time she served. What's that, 2 now?
Wolbeck serve, Schweigert. Whitcomb sends it across. That's Whitcomb of the Emma variety, by the way. Outside to Callie Whitcomb. That's going to be hit across by Holden. Now it's going to be Whitcomb driving that one down and off the block. Callie Whitcomb gets her second kill. And a side out, much needed for the Turks. 23-18 the score now.
They've got a chance.
Go ahead.
Turks do with Schaumburg out now.
Audrey Parn
on the back.
And treble. Oh, what a job of bringing it on. Cassidy's going to send it across. Schweigert was there. Now to Callie Whitcomb. And that was not touched and long. And a hitting error. And it's set point to the Irish now. 6 set points awaiting the Irish. Coming in.
Millie Janetton, number 11, makes her first appearance.
She was in the last time through, actually, also.
Oh, my bad.
I only know that because I said her name once and I didn't know how to say it. And you didn't correct me, so I thought I must have said it right. There's the attack by number 23, I believe. I can't see the number.
I think you're right, 23, and that's Hannah Dennis. And obviously on the other deal, I was napping.
Gotcha. Well, that's okay. I try to do that too. And off the block and down, set one goes to the Irish off the hand of Maeva Holden, her second kill, and the Irish win set one, 25-19.
So a win for seed 7 over seed number 3. The winner to play the second-seeded Illini West Chargers, who are sitting down here to our right, intently watching these two teams.
Yeah, as well they should be. We'll take a break, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to Canton High School. As you can see, set number 1 goes to the lower seed, or the higher seed. The Irish of Peoria Notre Dame get a 25-19 win over the Turks of Tremont. We'll clear that out. And if the upper seed or the better seed wants to, well, lower seed, quote-unquote better seed,
yeah,
I guess. They didn't have to play last night, so that should have been a benefit. But
so the higher seed gets a lower number.
Yeah, how's that work?
Sort of like golf.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Anyway, I got to give Peoria Notre Dame some credit. When it was 16-10 and the Turks came back and got it to 16-14, Notre Dame took a timeout, and I really thought that was the Turks' opportunity to get into the game. And I actually told you off air that I thought that was the case. Peoria Notre Dame responded in a huge way.
Well, they've really, despite the fact that they're giving up a little size across the front, they dominated at the net in that first set.
Yes, they did. And here we go. It's going to be the Turks serving things up first, and going back to serve is going to be Lily Kloss, the junior, trying to get things off on a better foot for the Turks this time. Back set on the slide to Schaumburg. It's blocked up. Emma Whitcomb is there. It's knocked across by Rhodes. Going to be hit near side by Cassidy and out of bounds. A hitting error gives the Turks the first point in this one.
Tried to go over the block, couldn't get any top spin on it to make it drop, and it sails out.
Lily Klaus gets her first service point. It's 1-0 Tremont here in set number 2.
Head coach of Tremont, by the way, is Tiffany Klaus. I'm guessing relation. What do you think?
Oh, no way. I don't believe it. Probably you're right. Cassidy had to. Schweigert gets it blocked, but out of bounds, and a kill for number 10, Emma Schweigert. It's 3 for her, another point for Klaus, and it is 2-0 Tremont. Quick pass, tipped over. What a job by Addison Bellamy. The setter gets the kill, and it is a point.
And it's her serve conveniently, and a good pass. You mentioned the importance of passing. Katie Brook did a nice job to get it to her.
Pushed deep. Bellamy went to get it outside. That was, I believe, Lard on the attack. Dug up by Bellamy. Pushed across with the free ball by Cassidy. Klaus goes to Rhodes. It's blocked again. Klaus there for the dig. Now a bump set. Going to go to Emma Whitcomb. It's dug up. Bump set. Cassidy's going to send a free ball across. Nearly an overpass. Goes to the net. Now driven down. And a kill by Schweigert. And it looks like, at least on that attack, that Rhodes and Schweigert have changed middle to outside. Schweigert leaves, and end to serve is number 3, Jost.
Serve
and
goes
a
outside.
service error.
So that last hit by Schweigert, by the way, was no baloney. That's a meat joke. Do they have Schweigert meats around here still?
I don't know.
It was big up in my homeland.
Well, Wisconsin.
No,
Minnesota,
yeah,
I mean, sorry.
Southern Canada.
Same thing. It's all the same. There's a lift. Cassidy gets the point. Her first service point. Klaus out to Callie Whitcomb. Back row Cassidy on the attack. Hits it into the net, a hitting error, and it's a side out to the Turks.
I think Callie Whitcomb had a miss hit that turned into a good spike, as it turns out.
Sometimes that happens. The best hits are the ones you miss. Audrey Parn, the server. Bellamy sends it to Holden, who gets the kill, her third, and it's a side out back to the Irish. Leaving the game is Schomburg. Is number 12 into serve? Woolbeck?
Yep, with the hot pink shoes,
and a rotation violation.
She has earned another point.
5-4, Peoria, Notre Dame.
Explain the rotation violation. Do they have to stay set in a certain position?
So you have to be behind the person in front of you and beside the people beside you. Okay, so both left side rows can be all the way up at the front because they're behind, and as long as the person that's to their right stays to the right of them a little bit, they're not out of rotation.
All right.
But if they get beside them or past them, they're out of rotation. Follow that easy enough?
Yep.
That's outs on the attack by Emma Whitcomb. Woolbeck has 8 service points now, including 2 aces, and has given her team a 6-4 lead.
And hasn't made a service error yet.
Callie Whitcomb. Outside it comes. Blocked on the attack from Holden. Holden's going to knock that one across. Schweigert's there. Into the net. Drove. Oh, they got it across. What a job down there by Dennis. Hannah Dennis got that one across. That's going to be tipped across by Emma Whitcomb. Outside it goes to Lard. Lard is dug up off the block. Outside now, Callie Whitcomb. Blocked down by Samantha Lard, and a lift is going to be called.
That was a great play by Lard to stay with it. She could have fallen back, but she stayed at the net even though they were going for a 3-ball. And it came barely over the net, and she sent it back the other way.
9 service points for Wolbeck now. Parn is there. Klaus sets middle and blocked down. That time on the block is Addison Maloney, her 3rd block. And timeout to the Turks, 8-4. It was 4-3 when Wolbeck started serving. She's got 10 service points now, and the Peoria Notre Dame Irish give 0 cares at all that they are the lower seeded team here.
So earlier I mentioned a Stanley Burrell hit, and I was going to explain that on our first match.
Right. Okay, go for it.
Well, Stanley Burrell is the real name of NC Hammer, so that's hammer time. When somebody hammers one, I called it a Stanley Burrell, and I was met with blank stares.
Well, I didn't know that was MC Hammer's real name either.
I think he's even forgotten.
Well, if I was him, I'd want to. Well, I don't know. MC Hammer's not a whole lot better, I guess.
Was a bat boy for the Oakland A's.
He was. I remember that. That was a big deal back in the day when he was popular. That was a big deal that he got to be a bat boy.
They didn't call him Hammer, get me the bat. I'm sure the players were saying, "Young Stanley, pick up that big piece of pine for me," or ash, whatever they make them out of anymore.
I have no idea what they were made out of back then. Emma Whitcomb. Bellamy to Holden. Callie Whitcomb. Now Lard on the attack. Pushes it deep left corner and in. What a job by Samantha Lard. Gets her 3rd kill of the most precise variety. And it's 11 points for Wolbeck.
Wolbeck keeps moving it around across that back line, too, on her service.
Whitcomb. Bellamy. Back row. Off the block. Dug up and out. That's Cassidy with a back row attack and a kill.
Well,
Kate Cassidy's got 6 kills.
They have 3 timeouts to use in one set, right? Coach Klaus has already used 1. I think she's discussing, do we use it now or do we wait? But this is a big run for Wolbeck.
It is. She is on a heck of a run. And there's the service error. You jinxed her with
I
earlier.
did not. She had 3 serves between the time
Yeah,
I
but you
said
talked about it. It's like a no-hitter. If you talk about it. Back to serve to try to get them back in this contest, the Turks. That's Emma Whitcomb. She's a senior. She's got 1 kill, no service points as of yet. Her team's down by 5. And it barely skirts the line. An ace for Emma Whitcomb.
Yeah, no man's land right there for the Notre Dame defender, Mava Holden. She made a decision, thought she was right. She was very close to being correct.
And a service error into the net, side out. Coming in is going to be number 3, Maddie Gibson. And number 11 is Millie Jeanetton.
And Gibson back to serve. 5-point bulge for the Irish. They already lead 1-0.
Schweigert with the serve receive dig. Callie Whitcomb with the kill off the block and a side out.
First time we've seen indecision from the Irish. Usually they've got somebody flying to the ball.
3 kills now for Callie Whitcomb. And going back to serve is the aforementioned Callie Whitcomb.
Collision for Notre Dame, but they're still able to handle.
Klaus with the attack
pass
there. And an illegal hit. Points to the Turks.
Back to back for the first time in a while for the Turks, back within 3.
Callie Whitcomb gets her 2nd service point.
Must win set for Tremont. Good
Gibson.
pass.
Off the block and down it goes for Mava Holden. Her 4th kill.
Mava checks out, replaced by Katie Brooke, who will serve.
Brooke does not have any service points. She did serve in the first contest. It's 12-8. Free ball sent across by Schweigert. Middle and down the kill for Aiden Maloney. her first kill, oddly enough.
Just a sophomore. Going to be a good one.
Brooke gets her first service point. Let serve. Schweigert saves a chance to get it across. And that was out of bounds, but they dug it anyway. Now Cassidy sends a free ball across. Parn is there. Emma Whitcomb tips it. Parn, a great job. Cassidy sends it across. Emma Whitcomb. Klaus on the attack. It's over. Joust at the net. Hit across and out by Maloney, the sophomore.
Every time I hear the word sophomore, I think back to a horrific moment in my broadcast career when I asked my partner, the Washington High kicker, made a 50-yard field goal as a sophomore, and I said, what's he going to be in 2 years? And my partner said, I don't know, BJ, maybe a senior?
Maybe.
He was right.
Yeah. Busnitz on the serve. Klaus is going to push it across. Gibson's there. Dig back there by Emma Whitcomb. Klaus sends this one's deep corner. Brooke, Gibson, near side Cassidy, takes a little off and gets the kill. Kate Cassidy gets her 7th kill. The libero going back to serve. Ella Dahlquist, the senior, with her team up by 5, 14-9. Emma Whitcomb to Klaus. Dug up. Cassidy. Now it's going to be a free ball sent across by Janetton. That's out on the push by Klaus, trying to paint the corner, and she got over the line. See what I did there?
I like
Dahlquist got the points, 15-9. And now a free ball goes awry by Hannah Dennis. And another timeout charged to the Turks. Dahlquist has her 5th service point. And Peoria Notre Dame missed the memo, BJ, that they were not supposed to be the best team in this game.
They did that, and they are proving to frustrate Tremont with their defense. Not so much, they're not winning the game with big kills, but they're winning this match so far with the fact that they don't let anything hit the floor on their side.
Yeah, and they're able to stay, for the most part, in the system, and then when they are out of system, they still get decent either overpass or free balls or some sort of an attack off of the out-of-system play, which allows them to keep the Turks on their heels, and the Turks have never been able to get good footing in this game except a few points very early, and outside of that, they've been chasing their tails the whole time.
They haven't had any easy 3 balls given to them by Notre Dame where they can set up their offense.
And they haven't had the passing to take the big hits to do anything with. See, that's not a great pass itself. There's Rhodes on the attack and the kill. We haven't said her name much of late, but she's going to get a kill there. Cameron Rhodes gets her 4th kill.
Turks need her and a couple others to come up big here.
And back to serve one more time is Lily Klaus. Tipped across by Gibson. Going to come back across and out.
Just the switch up, the variance in that offensive game for Notre Dame is keeping Tremont from getting comfortable.
Lard back in, Addison Bellamy back in as well for the Irish. Bellamy back to serve. Their team up 17-10. Low serve, and it's an ace for Addison Bellamy. 3rd point, first ace. (18-10). And it's becoming crunch time in a hurry here for the Turks. Rhodes is blocked. She pops it back up. It's going to be pushed across. Cassidy's there. Back out to Cassidy it comes, and she drives that one off of Schweigert. What a job getting back up and getting that up in the air by Dennis. Now a back set to Lard. Lard's going to be dug by Klaus. Tipped across. Trouble by Bellamy who missed it. And that was one she's going to wish she had back. A side out to the Turks, and Jost is in for Schweigert momentarily to serve. 18-11. Once again, let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We'd love to see that in the live chat. It stays live, and they can go back and watch it. And right there, BJ, is what you're talking about. They just are not letting anything hit the floor. And here's another one. Tracked back down again. Right. Jost is there. Klaus sets out to Rhodes. Dug again. That's Dahlquist. Now Lard with the attack and down. Samantha Lard. And that, folks, is as much of a rally as you're going to see. They chased 3 balls in a row that the 75 or 80% of teams would not even have gotten to.
And they only had to play offense for about 1 hit, and that was the final one. Everything else was defensive posture, and they did a great job.
Cassidy back to serve. Kate Cassidy, the junior outside hitter. Klaus sets outside to Callie Whitcomb, and she's going to get the kill.
Found some space finally.
Callie Whitcomb gets her 4th kill. Back to serve is going to be the libero, Audrey Parn. And they need to put some points together. You can't do one and a side out. If you do one and a side out the rest of the way, you lose this match, unfortunately. You got to get at least a point on every service here or a bunch of them in a row. Down and in, a kill for Emma Schomburg, her 2nd, to go along with her 2 blocks. And it's 20-12. Back to serve is Sophie Wolbeck, and she has been a master at the service line so far, and I probably just jinxed her. Parnes there. Going to be a cross and outs. Again, just a little out of system. The first pass is so key, and if you don't get that first pass to the setter, you're just in such a hard way, and that's what's happening when Wolbeck is serving.
Let's see where she goes with it this time. She went far right corner. Now she goes back the other way.
That was a nice pass, though. Callie Whitcomb blocked, pushed across. That's going to be an overpass. Now another overpass, but they kept it alive. Klaus, back set, Emma Whitcomb. Dug. Back row attack coming for Cassidy. Dug by Parn. Klaus outside to Callie Whitcomb, and in the net was Lard. And
a rare violation in this match in the net.
A side out to the Turks, down by 8. And back to serve is going to be Emma Whitcomb,
the lefty.
21-13. So it's going to take more than 2 points per service in order to get back into there. There's trouble, and the kill for Holden, which really is more of a passing error than a kill, as it's a side out.
Substitution for Notre Dame, making changes to get
Maddie
serve.
Gibson in to serve. She'll be the setter.
Hammers a good serve deep.
Parn with the attack. Dahlquist comes up to set as the setter had to take it. And that's hit out of bounds by Jeanetton. A
Just
side
long.
out.
Well, now it's more than 3 points per point. As Tremont's in the hole. Down by 8 in the second set. Whitcomb. That's Callie with the serve. Makes it work for a point.
3rd service point for Callie Whitcomb. Thanks for bailing me out there.
Not a worry, my friend.
I've had so much allergy problems this year. I must be getting old. Gibson on the back set. Tipped across. Gibson goes down to get it. Dug out of the net and bumped across by Jeanetton. Klaus on the attack. It's dug up by Cassidy. Outside to Jeanetton.
Wow.
And in the kill for Millie Jeanetton, her first. And it's 23-15.
Everybody that comes on the court for the Irish is contributing in a big way.
Yes, they are.
Brooke with the serve.
Klaus sends it across. Dahlquist on the set, and the kill on the far side by Jeanetton. That time as Cassidy's come to the front row. Millie Jeanetton has her second kill, and it's match point for the underdog Notre Dame Irish. Peoria Notre Dame. Going to take 9 straight points. Brooke is there. Free ball is going to come across to the net. Klaus is going to push it across. Brooke. Gibson back set. Jeanetton gets the kill. Millie Jeanetton, 3 straight kills to end the match. And Peoria Notre Dame gets the first upset, to my knowledge, of the postseason, at least in our area. 25-19, 25-15. Peoria Notre Dame gets the 2-set win over the Tremont Turks, who were the number 3 seed. Peoria Notre Dame will take on the Illini West Chargers on Thursday night right here at Canton High School. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back to talk about some stats right after this.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back to Canton High School as the Peoria Notre Dame Irish get the upset win over the Tremont Turks. Of course, if you ask the Peoria Notre Dame Irish, it's probably not an upset. We say upset because they were the lower seed, but when you get to the postseason, everything can be thrown out the proverbial window. So we'll take a minute to look at a few things here. BJ is trying to go get maybe Kate Cassidy to come over and talk to us or somebody. We'll see if he's able to get that done, as they're over doing, I believe, a post-game prayer right now. We'll tell you some stats. Tremont led by Audrey Parn had 1 service point, 4 service points for Savannah Jost, 3 service points and 4 kills for Callie Whitcomb. Abby Busenitz had 3 service points. Emma Schweigert had 4 kills and 2 blocks. Emma Whitcomb had 1 service point. It was an ace. She also had a kill. Cameron Rhodes had 4 kills and 1 block. Lily Klaus had 2 service points, and Hannah Dennis had 1 kill. For the Notre Dame Irish, Aiden Maloney got 1 kill and 3 blocks. Young lady, go ahead and pick that. Go ahead and stand right down there if you would, but put that headset on.
Gotcha.
We'll have Justin turn the camera around so we can get you on film here. You can step right down there if you want to. There you go. Perfect. That'll work. Kate Cassidy coming on with us. And Kate, you guys didn't get the memo. I don't understand, but you were supposed to be the lower seed in this game, and you guys never once played like you were the lower seed.
Yeah, the whole season we've been underdogs. I mean, like we're playing these huge 3A, 4A schools. We got Normal Community, Metamora, all that we're playing right at the beginning of the season. So we've battled all season with adversity and just battling these tougher teams and being the underdog all the time.
Well, I have you for 7 kills, a block, and 1 service point. That's not a bad game.
No, it's not.
You probably would like to have a few more service points.
Maybe
right?
a little bit more, yeah. That'd be nice.
So you're one of the few players on your team that play a complete rotation.
Yes.
Obviously, they can see you on camera right now. You're hot, sweaty. It's pretty warm in here.
It's warm in here. There's a lot of people. So.
How tiring is the complete rotation?
Well, I mean, I play basketball too, so I'm used to the sweat, used to the grinds, used to the hot gym. So I think that's really prepared me. It's playing multiple sports in this gym, and it gets me in shape.
So you guys had when I talked to BJ before the match, he said, well, Tremont's got a height advantage. You guys never once played like they had a height advantage, and you guys really dominated the net. Do you feel like that's where your strength is as a team, is at the net?
Yeah, I mean, we put a lot of effort in that practice and getting our blocks to be timed together, just getting our defense to be together and flowing. So I think that really helped, even against these tall teams, is where our block is there, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, the block being at the net, your hands in the right spot, and together. You don't see many blocks, or at least tonight we didn't see any blocks where the ball came between you and the net. You guys do a good job of getting to the net, getting your hands over the net, not letting it come down. You guys – in turn, drove some down between their block and the net.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've been working on all season. We got to press. You got to press over the net, otherwise you're going to get tooled every time. So that's been our big focus all season.
So were you here to watch Illini West?
We were. We got here right at the beginning of the game.
So
got them out.
They've got some big hitters. You guys got some big hitters.
Yeah.
Thursday night could be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a battle. It'll be fun, though.
So you guys play a lot of bigger schools. Maybe your regular season record doesn't look like an Illini West regular season record, or even a Tremont. Does the regular season matter to you, really? I mean, you want to win, but do you just look at it as we're preparing ourselves for when it really matters?
For sure. I think that, like, the losses, we turn them into lessons. Like, it doesn't really matter, like, win or lose. Like, we're gaining something from it no matter what. So we're just trying to get better all regular season. Obviously, like, losing and winning, we want to win games, but I think our main focus is growing as a team and together.
You guys are relatively young. I mean, you had Samantha Large, a senior, but a lot of juniors, some sophomores contributing to what you guys are doing. You guys have to feel like what you do this year sets the stage for what you do again next year, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I think our whole team last year, just about everyone was a senior. So we had I was the only returning player. I know Sammy Lard was hurt last season, which was a bummer, but I mean, I'm the only returning player from last year, so we've really had a whole new team and a whole new experience. So it's been a battle, but the adversity is good for us.
So what do you think is going to be the key against Illini West?
They've got some height. They've got some good hitters. So I think just what we did tonight. I mean, our blocks got to be there. Our blocks got to be strong. We got to be low on defense. We can't get caught on our heels in the back row. Other than that, we just got to do what we did tonight. It was good. We were solid.
You guys had one point there mid to late in the second game where literally 2 balls in a row were chased to the chairs in your bench. Mm-hmm. And I said at the time when you won that point after I think it was Samantha Lard got the kill down the net, that is a point that probably 80% of teams, either one of those balls don't even go after the ball, let alone get a point afterwards. Do you feel like that's what the kind of team you guys have and that's what people can expect Thursday night and moving on if you can do that?
Yeah, our coach has been she taught us a term this season. It's called playing green. And it's playing as competitive as you can and with as much heart as you can. And I think it's really ingrained in our minds by the end of the season. So, I mean, that right there was an example of playing green out there, like going all out no matter what happens. It'll get you a win if you play like that.
So you're a junior, right?
I'm a junior, yep.
So you're a basketball player?
I'm a basketball player.
And a volleyball player?
Yep.
So are you a basketball player playing volleyball? Or are you a volleyball player playing basketball? Or are you going to be whatever one you can get a good college scholarship in?
I just want to get my school. I want to get my school paid for. So I mean, either one, I'll take it. Take what I can get.
Well, I'll tell you what, you do a great job on the outside, and the block was awesome tonight. It was great watching you. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
We'll be back on Thursday night, so hopefully you guys can put up a good fight against Illini West. We cover Illini West quite a bit.
Yeah.
They're pretty good, but if you guys play like you did tonight, it should be a ton of fun on Thursday night.
It'll be fun to watch for sure.
All right, Kate Cassidy, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys so much.
No problem. That's the junior Kate Cassidy with a little talk here. She had 7 kills and a block. She also had a service point. Sophia Wolbeck, 13 service points, including 2 aces. Samantha Lard had 4 kills, I think. Let me read. I can't read my notes very well. 3 kills make that. 5 kills for Mava Holden. I think 3. And then who'd I miss? 3 kills for Millie Jeanetton. And Jeanetton had the final 3 kills of the match. I don't know if I would say Aiden Maloney, but she had 1 kill but 3 blocks. So an outstanding night of volleyball here from Canton, Illinois. We appreciate everybody watching. We'll see if BJ, do you want to get on the headset again before we get off here? Sure. We'll get BJ back on here. I turned the headset down, so I have to turn it back up for him.
Well spoken well-spoken young lady.
She was
young lady.
very well-spoken young lady. And I asked her if she was going to.
Forgot her water.
Got to have your water.
Yeah.
Too hot to pass that up right now. So I asked her, I said, she mentioned basketball right off the bat. So I said, okay, are you a basketball player playing volleyball or a volleyball player playing basketball? And she said, I'm whatever will get me a scholarship.
Or a softball player doing both, right?
Yeah, that's a smart girl right there, kids.
Absolutely.
I don't care who you are. That's a smart girl. But she said that she's the only returning starter from the.
And I don't know what Justin's got the camera on, but there's the sportsmanship between those two.
Yep, Jost down there with Kate Cassidy talking after the game, and he does have it. You can see it there on the screen. So
yeah, it's cool when you see that kind of stuff.
So it should be a fun one Thursday night.
Wow, going to be a good match. I think Illini West probably came away impressed, but I think that they'll go right to the planning board tomorrow in practice and decide what they want to do.
Well, I told her when she came up, I said, you guys didn't get the memo. You were supposed to not be the best team in this deal. And she just laughed, and she said, that's the reason why we play 3 and 4A schools.
That's right.
And there's a time that some small schools, Southeastern still does it. Macomb does it to some extent as well. West Prairie, Colchester used to do it all the time.
Yep.
They lose a few games early in the season or midway through the season or even late to play teams that are way bigger than them so that they can just improve. You can't, it's just the same thing we talk about when you're talking about racing. You're not going to beat the best if you only race against the same people at a small track.
That's right.
You have to get out, see the competition, play the competition, and then when you come back, you can beat the people that are your equivalent.
Well, and you see it at the high school level, you see it much more than you see it at the college level. There's a lot of teams like, for instance, some of these Big Ten schools will not schedule a North Dakota State or South Dakota State in football because it's too dangerous for them.
Right.
To not only pay those guys to come and play, but then to get beat is not good for them if they're going for a national championship. At least at the high school level, volleyball, everybody gets in the tournament. Basketball, everybody gets in the tournament. Baseball, softball, same way. So you can schedule up, get the experience. You might lose a couple games, but it's beneficial in the long run.
That's exactly right. Basketball's somewhat that way, but not as much as we are because you still have to make the tournament.
Right.
So, well, BJ, it's been fun. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for letting me come out and do this.
And hopefully Thursday night will be as much fun as it looks like.
I like listening to a pro doing volleyball. It's fun.
Well, I don't know who the pro was you're listening to, but maybe you can send him my way.
The guy in the fishing hat.
Hey, this is a bucket hat. This is a bucket hat.
Like Gilligan.
And you know what? I don't burn my neck or my ears during the summer.
There you go.
So and people, if I'm not wearing it now, people don't recognize me. So it's almost I have to wear it.
You got to have it.
Got to have it. So for Justin, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. For BJ, I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us tonight from Canton. It's Illini West and Peoria Notre Dame for the championship on Thursday. Might have been a surprise to a few. I don't think it was a surprise to Peoria Notre Dame, though.
They're ready.
They are ready. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again very soon.